Come on. Good morning. Just trying to see myself, as always. There we go. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Barb's not here today, so it's just me. You just get me for today. She'll be back next week. She is quilting because she has a lot of quilts to get done for Christmas. So I figured it's okay. She can have the day off. She deserves that. And I don't know about you, but if I'm out and about doing something and then I go home, um, I'm not going to get anything done. Like I think I'm going to, and then I don't. So I figured if she was here, she was just going to get more behind on quilting. So, so good morning to everybody. I need a favor from one of you or more of you. I have to be done at 11:40. The reason is we have our last day of open shopping, so I will lose track of time as always. Yell at me when it's 11:40 so that I know that I have to wrap it up and get going. Please. I know one of you is responsible. Oh, Barb is here. Oh, she's taking a break. Barb, how many quilts you got left? I know she's got a lot, and Christmas is sneaking up on us. So if one of you will just remind me, I would really appreciate it. Just say, hey, it's 11:40. Quit yapping. Okay. So we have some things to talk about. Thank you, Shelley. So we have some things to talk about. The first thing we're going to talk about, I can't show you. There's nothing here to show you unless you want to see this. I mean, I can show you this, but that's about it. So the first thing that we're going to talk about today, I'm getting right into it because we got things to do and I have customers coming at noon. So the first thing we're going to talk about is our mystery. Here it is. You can't see it. Our mystery New Year's Eve sew along. I'm super excited. I was talking to the Patreons earlier this week and I told them, I know this is not like any brand new concept. I know people do sew alongs all the time. I know there's been mystery sew alongs. I totally get that. But for me, I've never done one before. So I'm super excited because this is something totally new, a little outside of my comfort zone. So I'm very, very excited to do it. I learned something this morning, which to most of you will mean nothing, but to me, it's making me very overjoyed. My mic set, so our little microphones, they plug into the iPad. And I've been thinking for days now, like literally, if we do this so long and it's more than an hour, what if the iPad dies? How am I going to have mics and plug it in? And guess what? My mic has a plug for the charger. So that is the most exciting thing that's happened to me. That's how dull my life is. So, first question from Marianne. She wants to know, will champagne be allowed? Yeah, of course. Champagne snacks, it's all allowed. So, let's get into how we're going to do this and what's going to happen. And you can decide if you want to join us or not. You still have 2 weeks, I think. So, what we're going to do is on New Year's Eve, starting at 2 p.m. I'm starting early because I'm not really a night person, but also in case you decide that you want to, go out to dinner or do something with your spouse or your friends or whatever, you don't have to worry about, sewing into the night. That is not something that I can personally handle. I will probably not be awake at midnight. I will try. I do every year, but I didn't want you to have to worry about sewing at midnight. So we're going to start at 2. It's going to go for a few hours. I don't know how long. It kind of just depends on how things are going and how quickly we're moving through. And what you're going to do if you want to participate, you are always welcome to just watch. But if you want to sew with me, because we're going to go live on YouTube, so just like we're doing here, you're going to go to my website right now, or well, you're not right now, don't leave. You can go to the website anytime between now and New Year's. You're going to pay $10. Why are you paying $10? Because you're pre-ordering your pattern. So you are getting the pattern before anybody else, except you're not getting the pattern now. So what I mean is you're going to pay the $10 fee like you would normally pay for a PDF pattern, but instead of getting the pattern, you're going to get this sheet right here. This has our supplies, our cutting, it has what you need to interface, it has all of your instructions. Down here, it's going to tell you what you need to do in order to be prepared. Just like if you were coming to a class, you're going to cut, you're going to fuse, and you're going to prep your handle because we don't need to do that while we're live. Handles are easy. Then there is a coupon code here for you. That is going to be for later on New Year's Eve, when the pattern is available, you're going to go ahead and use your coupon code that's going to give you the pattern for free because you already paid for it. The pattern will go to the public on the 1st. You're getting it before anybody else. It's easier than me trying to email it to you. So that's why I gave you a little coupon code that you're going to use when the pattern is released. And then it also has the date and the time. So, like I said, we're going to start at 2 p.m. I'm in New York, so we're on Eastern time, and I'm going to sew with you. So, I'm going to get the camera all set up. There's a really good chance, like I never like to say 100%, but there is like a 98.5% chance that my moderator is going to be your favorite guy, Eric, because I know that I cannot answer questions and sew and show you steps. So I have recruited him to be the moderator as long as he doesn't change his mind or forget. But honestly, who else is he going to spend New Year's Eve with except for me? So he's going to be here answering questions or telling me, show them that step again, or they want to see something. And we're probably not going to see what the bag looks like until we've gotten into sewing. Like, I'm not going to start out and go, here's the bag. We're going to sew a little bit and you're going to start to put some things together, maybe take some guesses, and then I'll show you the bag at some point before we get done. So you're getting first access to it. You get to sew with me. You get to ask questions. You get to have snacks, stay at home, have a drink, whatever you want to do. I haven't decided if I'm going to have anybody here with me sewing. There's been talk of a couple people that said they wanted to come over and sew with me. So maybe they will. I don't know. We might be live and in person at the same time. So we're still trying to figure out all the details. But as of right now, I am not even telling you the name. I'm not telling you anything about the bag. I'm not telling you anything except that you should come hang out with me. So even the Patreons, and the Patreons get everything first because that's what they get. The Patreons, they know that it's happening, but they don't even know what the bag looks like. They don't know anything about it. So I see, how much cork do we need? All of that information, because I'd rather not put it out there just yet. All of that information is on here. It's all on the sheet. It's going to give you a cork option, so you can do all cork outside. It's also going to give you a fabric and cork option. So one thing that I am going to kind of throw out there just to let you know that I test all my patterns in my domestic. I try to make sure that everything is domestic friendly. This bag is no different. However, there's one caveat. The all cork version can get a little bit thick on one part, and it's kind of the main part of the bag. I did test it on my domestic. My domestic went through it. I'm not going to say she was happy about it. I'm not going to say it was like the best stitching ever. My HD9 is much happier. So there is a little note. I'm making sure before I say there is. Yes, there is a little note telling you that there's two pieces that you can either skip or make out of fabric if you want to reduce thickness. If you have a heavy duty machine or an industrial or anything that sews through layers, no issues, you don't have to make any changes. If you have a domestic that can be fussy, you may want to make an adjustment, or you might want to stick with the fabric and cork option instead of the all cork option. I like to make sure that my patterns are all inclusive. I don't want anyone to feel like they have to run out and buy a brand new machine unless you want to. I can talk to your spouse for you if that's what you need. I can get your kids to buy it for you for Christmas. Whatever you need me to do, I'm here for you. So that's kind of how it's going to go. I think it's going to be super exciting. Like I said, if you don't want to pre-order the pattern, if you're not really big into mysteries and you just want to hang out and watch the sew along, you are welcome to do so. On January 1st, the pattern will release to everybody along with the free video tutorial, and the sew along will also be saved to my channel as it normally is. This is just kind of a fun way to kick off the new year. Let's bring in 2024 with a good attitude, or at least try, because sometimes it's hard. And I know a lot of you have had a rough 2023. 2023 has not been my best year. It's better than 2022. But I mean, I'm not like that excited about 2023 either. I'm kind of ready to put it away and see how the next year goes. But it'll just be something fun we can do together. So, how big is the mystery bag? I will give you some information on that, Mary. only because you asked so nicely. So I'm going to say, let me reference it. Okay. Olive to me is a what would I say? Okay, hold on. Liana. This is my Liana Boulder bag. I would call this a very large purse. This is like a small tote, large purse. We agree? I would call the Olive a small bag, but a good, holds a lot. And I would say that we're probably more in this realm. So it's small, not tiny. It is not Charlotte's cell phone bag tiny. It's not going to be massive. It is not a tote bag. It is definitely something doable in a few hours. Um, yeah, so it's a good everyday bag, or if you are a big bag carrier, this might be a good travel bag for you. Definitely something on the small medium. So definitely not large, not tiny. I know that probably didn't really help, but I tried. So, Kelly, get the HD9 out of the box this week. Start sewing on it because you're going to love it. You're absolutely going to love it. I got to tell you, I have a friend who lives down the road. I call her my neighbor. She's not technically. She lives like 3 miles from the shop. She has been over a couple days this week using my HD9 because she's thinking about getting one. And 5 minutes into sewing on this machine, she was like, I love this machine. I absolutely love it. This machine is amazing. So it's the holiday time. If somebody wants to buy you a gift, it might not be the worst time to get one. But we're definitely going to still be able to sew bags on domestics. It's just, I'm evolving, we're evolving. A lot of people are getting heavy duty and industrial machines. So bag patterns there's going to be times where there's going to be adjustments that we'll have to make on our own. You know what I mean? So I'm going to be sewing on my HD9. You can definitely make it on your domestic and, kind of make some changes as you go along. So if you would like to sign up, you're going to go right now to well, not right now. I keep saying that. Don't leave. You're going to go to the patterns page. It is literally right at the top of the patterns page. You cannot miss it. There is a picture that says New Year's Eve 2023. And then if you click on it, it has the information that I just gave you here. And you purchase your pattern, you download your sheet. On New Year's Eve, I will update it and I will have the actual bag listed there. I will have the pattern and you'll use the coupon code on New Year's Eve and you can download your pattern. So you're going to get everything first and you get to hang out with me. So I hope you will all join me. I think it's going to be super fun. It's something that I've never done before, but I'm always jealous of people that do it. And I thought, hey, why not? Let's do something fun. Maybe this will be our New Year's tradition. We'll see. So let me look at some comments here, and then we're going to talk about Cork as always. I'm glad a lot of you are excited. This is good. I do still love that Marianne wants to know if champagne will be allowed. Hell yeah. Even if it's, if you're just drinking champagne and watching, that's totally fine. All right. So, all right. And oh, Barb said if Eric bails, she will be my moderator. Barb, how about instead of worrying about that, why don't you just come and sew? And you can at least be here, and then you can make a bag with me, and it'll be super fun. And you can use one of my machines. You don't even have to bring your own. How about that? Let's work on that, Barb. All right. So that's our New Year's Eve sew along. I'm very excited. If anything in the listing is left out or doesn't make sense, just send me an email. It's totally fine. If you're like, am I understanding this right? Just ask me. It's totally good. So we're going to have a brand new pattern. I have never planned this far ahead in my life. I am not organized and I'm not a good planner. I think I am, but I'm not. My husband would disagree because he's even less of a planner than I am. But I have never said when a pattern is going to release more than like a couple days before. So to say that I'm going to have a pattern and I know the day it's releasing it's crazy to me, but I'm really excited about it. So, okay. Any other questions on the New Year's Eve sew along? Are we good? Because we've got lots of other things to talk about. I mean, not lots, but enough. Are we good? Okay. If you think of anything, let me know. So, hi, Nova. I'm just seeing people as they're popping in. Okay, so oh, and I did see that Shelly answered, but Marianne said, "Is it on Zoom?" No, it is on YouTube. So when I was originally thinking about doing the sew along, I had been toying with either doing it on Zoom or doing it on YouTube. I was kind of going like back and forth. The reason that I was leaning towards Zoom is because we could see each other's faces and we could talk. But the reason I decided not to do it on Zoom is because, and if you've been in any of my virtual retreats, you know, excuse me, it gets very loud. There's a lot of stuff going on. People are, excuse me, chatting and sewing and doing all sorts of things. Somebody wants to ask a question. They can't get in because somebody else kind of blurted out their question. I didn't want it to be really chaotic for everybody. And also, I felt that it might discourage some people from wanting to do it if they're like, I don't understand Zoom or I don't want to be on camera, which you're never obligated to be. But just so that people weren't stressed about it, people have to ask, like, I have a password on my Zoom. So when you log in, I have to let you in. It just becomes another step, and I didn't want it to be something where people would rather just pop in and out when they wanted to. So that's why I decided to do it on YouTube. No, I can't see your faces, but I can still get your questions. And that's why, whether it's Eric or Barb, there will be a moderator so that I can, like, obviously, I'm not going to comment to every single thing, but if someone's like, hey, slow down, do that step again, I can show it off. So, um, our family Zooms are a shout fest. So are our family Zooms when we do them for our virtual retreats. There's a lot of storytelling and laughing and yelling, and it's fantastic. I love seeing everyone's faces. But if this goes the way that I want it to, I want so many people on that I think it would be overwhelming for Zoom. So that's why I decided YouTube was the smarter choice. I can't see your faces, but I'm still here. You can see mine and we can sew together. And then when you're done, you can go post your bag in the group and everyone can see it. So it'll be exciting. Okay, so moving on. Let's talk about Cork Club. I have a pile of cork here. I'm gonna show you some new things and we're gonna talk about that. But I wanted to talk about Cork Club. Cork Club is something that I started in 2020 or 2021. I honestly can't remember. It went for a long time and then it kind of fizzled out. The biggest, I don't want to say complaint, but the biggest thing that I kept hearing was, I'm not going to renew because I have too much cork now. I feel like that's not a good, and that's not true. You can never have too much cork, but I understand where people are coming from. I totally get it. So we stopped doing Cork Club for probably a year and a half or so, I would say. I know we did not do it at all this year, and I think we stopped at some point early in 2022. So it's been a little bit. I knew we were going to bring it back. I was just kind of waiting. Um, Things have changed on our end. I mean, obviously, we moved, that's a whole thing, but we've also grown. We've definitely acquired new customers and new friends and new, ideas. So sometimes putting something away for a little while and then bringing it back is not a bad thing. So I brought it back. I didn't make any changes to Court Club. There's still two options for sizes and there's still three options for signups. So I'm going to go through them kind of quick. You could always get the information on the Cork Club listing. They are on the Cork page. One is green and blue and one is pink, I think. So the regular Cork Club, the standard Cork Club, is 9 by 27. Cork Club XL is 18 by 27. So you decide on what size works best for you, how much cork you want to accumulate, and what you want to, what you would like to do with it. My personal choice is always 18 by 27 because I feel like I can get a lot, or I can get a whole bag, or at least the majority of a bag out of that size. 9 by 27 is a great addition to, like, adding it to another cork or to another fabric, whatever you like to do. So you pick whatever size, and each month you're going to get three pieces. Now, they might be brand new cork, they might be in stock cork, it could be solids, prints, metallics. What I normally try to do is to make a collection per month that has like a little bit of a theme to it, something that matches nicely together. So I'm trying to think if there was one off the top of my head. I want to say in July, it's 4th of July, we're all kind of getting into the spirit there. I think we had like a red, a blue, and like maybe a blueprint. Things that work together, but I try to also put the theme around the time of year that it is. So It depends again. Sometimes you're going to get something that you already have, something that has been in stock, that's a basic, or you might get something brand new. Regardless of what you get, nobody's going to know what's in Cork Club until after it's already shipped out. So it ships out on or around the 15th of the month. So you're going to sign up for either a 3-month, a 6-month, or a 12-month subscription. I don't have the ability on my website to do a per month or to do a like a kind of the way that like Patreon is, where you pay every month and it just comes out of your account. My website doesn't allow me to do that. And to offer it as a single month is super confusing for me. So the least that you can sign up for is 3 months. The most is going to be 1 year. And in that time period, it's going to be consecutive months. So if you sign up for January, you're in January, February, March. You're going to get 3 shipments. You're going to get 3 surprise shipments. I already ordered the cork for January, and I can tell you 2 of them are brand new. No one's ever had them before, at least no one from my website. And so once Cork Club is over, those corks will then go to the website for everybody else to order. It's a discounted program, so you are saving about 15 or more percent by prepaying for it and by allowing it to be a surprise. You are not allowed to pick anything. You won't get repeats. I keep track of everything. So if you got, red, orange, and yellow this month, you're not going to get the same red, orange, and yellow in a different month. You're going to get different colors. I ask that you don't make requests. Some people don't like certain things and will add it when they pay. I can't help that, and I have to do what works for me. Some people are like, I don't like metallics, and I'm like, I'm really sorry, but you might get a metallic. So this is the whole thing. If you're not good with surprises and mysteries, you might not want to do Quirk Club because you don't get a choice in the matter. It gets sent out and it's my choice, which is fun. Sometimes Barb helps, sometimes Eric helps. It's fun. What else did I want to tell you? Uh, ba, 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 ba. So I answered that. What else did I want to tell you about Quirk Club? The fee. Oh, so for January, because we are bringing it back and it hasn't been there in a while, and I knew it was in the beginning, we always kind of get inundated. I needed a little extra time. January of 2024 is the first month that it will ship. It is the only exception. It will not be shipped around the 15th. It will be shipped on January 26th. It's going to be shipped about 10 days later just because I need a little bit of extra time for the beginning. That is the only exception. And I believe I have it on the website for you to sign up by the end of December. I need to know who's in it so I can make sure that I'm prepped and ready to go and get all those packages out. If you aren't ready for January and you don't want to sign up right now, and you decide after a few months you're so jealous of what everyone else is doing and you really want to sign up, as long as you sign up by the 10th of that month, you will be in it for that month. So let's say around March, you're getting the bug and you want it. If you want to sign up, if you sign up before March 10th, it would ship out for you in March. If you signed up, let's say on March 17th, it's not going to, your shipment won't start until April. So, Anne just said, can you join any time of the year? Yes, you can decide to join any time of the year that you want to. So you don't have to sign up for January. I'm just letting everyone know we're starting it again in January. If you get my newsletter, or if you click on the link to the newsletter on the website or on Facebook, so it's accessible to everybody, read the information about Quirk Club in there because there might be a little extra bonus in there. I do not ever allow coupon codes to be used for Quirk Club because it's discounted. But I was feeling a little Christmassy. I was feeling in the holiday spirit. So there might be something in there for Quirk Club. It is for the January sign up. So if you're on the fence about it, go read the newsletter. If you signed up, you already have it. If you did not sign up for the newsletter, there's a link on the homepage of the website, and it's also on my Facebook page. But if you go read that, it might entice you to sign up for January. So I'm just throwing that out there for you. So let's see here. Okay, Anne, I answered your question. And I think that was it. I think that answers everything for Cork Club. If you are a Patreon member, go read the Cork Club post because there's a little extra bonus for you if you haven't caught up on your Patreon stuff. And I was talking to one of the Patreon members who lives locally, and she didn't realize Patreon has their own app. So you don't have to just log in on like your computer or your phone. Patreon has an app and you can get your notifications directly. I don't know if everybody knew that or not, but I'm just throwing it out there. Okay. Got that. All right. So now we're going to talk about some new cork that's coming. I am only showing you this because you're all going to nod your heads and agree that you understand it's not on the website today. It will be on the website tomorrow. I ran out of time yesterday. Eric and I were here super, super late. Thank you, Linda. We were here super late getting cork cut, so we did not get a chance to, I didn't get a chance to upload everything. I have to color match it. So coming to you this weekend, we got a ton of restocks. Those are all set, but remember this one from November? Blue Hypnotic. That is going to be on the website. Yes, I'm going to color match everything. So this one, this weekend will be on there. Very excited about that. We also got acorns. Look at that. Isn't that so cute? So this is like a busy print and it's a small print, but it's, I don't know, there's something about it. I just love it. It's got kind of like a wintry feel. Is that a bird? Oh my God, it has a bird on it. Look at that. Right there. I didn't even know that. There's a bird with the acorns. So we got that. These are coming to you soon. Some of you won't like this, but some of you really heavily requested this, so don't be mad. Rainbow Python is back. Lori, if you're watching, you know this is for you. I know that this was not everyone's cup of tea. I totally understand, but this was heavily requested by a lot of other people. So listen, I got to make choices sometimes. Okay. And last but not least, clamshells. Isn't that one cute? So I did not scale this one. I know we had talked about like making this one bigger. I left this one as is because again, it's a busy print, but it gives you like a lot of colors and fun texture. So there's a lot of black and white print and then some purples. And then this is like, this is not a color cork that I have. It's like a buttery yellow kind of a color, but how cute is that? So those are going to be coming to you very soon. And look at, I'm actually doing it and I'm going to make it. I'm going to make my time frame. Restocks are on the website. And now for fun, we're going to play a little game. Before we get there, I saw one more note. I just wanted to let everybody know as of today, all but 3 back orders and template orders have been shipped. Every single one of them, whether it was from the Black Friday sale or afterwards. I even had a template order from this week that is already shipped. I am trying to get everything done. I know that everybody is waiting and anxious for Christmas. Every back order except stitched leaves is in stock. I have 3 orders literally waiting for that cork. It is on the way. It got held up in customs. So those last orders should be ready to go next week. If you ordered anything and you've been waiting for it, thank you for being patient. Thank you for all of you who were absolutely amazing and super kind and understand that as much as I work and I work hard, that I can only put in so many hours in a day. I could not make every single template within 5 minutes. And just because I am who I am, if you were one of the people that was mean to me or sent me a nasty email or just couldn't understand that I can't make miracles happen, I just want to wish you a happy holiday. And I hope you have the Christmas you deserve. And that's all I have to say. So everything is out. Those 3 orders are bugging me. I'm going to be honest with you, but stupid customs, they don't care that it's Christmas. They really, really don't care. So as soon as that comes in, those orders will get out. And the acrylic got held up in Minnesota. For those of you who don't know, I live in New York. I order my acrylic in Florida. It went this way, but then for some reason, the other like all the like half the order went this way. We don't know why. It went to Minnesota and then it stayed in Minnesota and it just hung out and had a vacation there. And I don't really know why. And my UPS guy, he's very nice, but he blamed the shipper. It was not the shipper, it was UPS. I didn't have the heart to tell him because he was like, I know what happened. And I was like, you don't. So that's what happens sometimes. It's unfortunate, but this time of the year, shipping just gets haywire. and I don't really know why. So, okay, we're going to play a little game. We have 10 minutes left. It's called This or That. I'm going to show you some options, and you're going to tell me which ones you like better. And yes, you're allowed to like both, but I'm just curious. I'm curious what you like. So, do you remember the teeny tiny little print? Do you remember this? And you remember, I don't have a piece of it. Remember this? Not the polka dots, but this right here that we had. I had gotten those in November and I was like, oh, they're so pretty, but they're so tiny. And I know some of you love these. Some of you absolutely love those. Well, I got a piece of each of those printed and scaled way up. So I wanted to see how they looked. And I personally love them. I love them better than the small ones. So we're going to see what you like. So first one is going to be the blue leafy print. Do you like it tiny or do you like this one? I like the bigger one. So I'm here for your opinions. I like the bigger one. Yes, you're allowed to like both, but we're probably going to go with the bigger one because I feel like even though it's big, it's not so big that it wouldn't work for something small. So, all right. But isn't that awesome? I emailed my cork supplier and I was like, love this, but what's happening? This is so tiny. So how about that? This is probably going to be January, February. We'll probably have this one. Okay, you guys are on the same page. I love it. I love it. Okay, so now this one's hard because that's all that I have. Is that I was digging through the scrap bin. The reason I don't have these corks is because the Patreons bought them all. And you know, I'm here for all of you, but the Patreons wanted it. Okay, are you ready? Now we're gonna do big or teeny tiny. There it is. How pretty is this? Like it's very linear. It's got that diagonal, but I love it. I really love it. So it's got greens and pinks and purples. And I thought I saw a question while you guys are answering that. Leanne wanted to know, is the clamshell pink or purple? It is pinky purple. So we're going to pop in for just a second for Leanne. It is like an orchid color and then like a purpley periwinkle color. Okay. Leanne can't make up her mind. She loves both of everything. So this is probably going to be coming too. Okay. So now now we have hard questions because these are the ones that I'm personally struggling with and I cannot make up my mind. And it is totally okay if you like them both. I cannot make a decision. So I want to see what you guys are leaning towards. So you have not seen this print. Eric was still cutting this when we had these other prints. So this is, I don't know what we're calling it yet, but it's kind of like a kaleidoscope kind of a look. This is on natural. I got a piece of it printed on the white, thinking it would brighten it up, and I think I kind of like it better on natural. So that's the same print, white, natural. The natural is a little dark, but the white to me is almost washed out. So I'm not really sure. So we got natural. We got some votes for natural. Okay. We got an ooh. So I'm not sure how I feel, but I think I'm going, Beth, I think that's what it is. It shows the jewel tones. I thought that this would be like this, like really bright. All right, you guys answered it. So we have two pieces on white for nothing, but that's okay. We're going to get natural. That's going to be next on the order list. Okay. Now, we had this a long time ago and it was forgotten about. Oh no, don't tell me I didn't grab it. Sugar. Damn it. Ugh. Can you guys hang on? I know you can. Hold on, I'm coming. Hold on. Okay. I am too fat to run. Okay, so we had this one. Don't look at that. We had this one a long time ago, and I've been kind of sad since we didn't get it again, but it wasn't a big seller, and I kind of want to bring it back. Do you remember houndstooth? Okay. Houndstooth. I'm sorry, I ran away on you guys, but I came back. Houndstooth is, we got black and like a tan, and this is on natural. But I also got it on white to make it a little brighter. So what are our thoughts? It is houndstooth. Houndstooth natural, houndstooth on white. I kind of like them both, and this one I'm really struggling on. Both white, white. Nova, yes is not an answer. White, tan. Okay, we're leaning towards white. We might get them both, as long as I don't make Barb totally crazy. Well, she'll be fine. Okay, I kind of like both of them. So it was black cat faces. I have seen a fabric with cat faces, but there was also one that was bats. All right. All right, we're liking both. That's okay. Okay, I just ran all the way across the other side of the shop. So last, Leslie. I hope Leslie is still here because this was, excuse me, a customer pick. She had a piece of this and she doesn't even remember how she got it, but I kind of wanted to see what our thoughts were on this. So hopefully Leslie is still here or she'll come back. We have pansies, right? There she is. Okay, we have our pansies. We do very well with this. It's a good print. But how do we feel about pansies on white? Bright pansies. Are we digging this? It looks like two totally different corks. We have a pastel and then kind of like this muted. So do we like the white? It is very springy, right? I kind of like this one. I kind of like both of them. This might be another time where we make Barb crazy, but that's okay. So Shelly says no. Wow, Shelly is standing firm on no. And if this is not your print, like I totally get that, but I'm liking them both. I have 4 minutes. You guys are awesome. So, okay, white or both. Love them both. Okay. God, you guys are awesome. You're good decision makers because I'm not. Lori says no. All right. All right. We have a lot of boats on houndstooth and the pansies. So we might have both. So these are definitely Barb says I'm already crazy, but she likes the white. Well, Barb, we'll just have pansies, then we'll have pansies on white. We're smart ladies. We can handle that. Okay, so we played a game. I told you what's going to happen. It's 11:38. I'm doing amazing. That's it. I got 2 minutes and I got all my stuff done, and that never happens. I'm excited. So if you have any more questions, you have like a minute and a half to ask me. And now just remember the corks that I just showed you, they are not on the website. 4 of them, the first 4 will be on the website this weekend. The other ones were choices, so we're not ordering them yet. They're not on the website. You guys were helping me make decisions. I do have time to spare. It's amazing. So, any questions? If you words, if you have questions about Cork Club or about the New Year's Eve sew along, let me know. I will probably be posting about that. Does Patreon codes work for it? Sure does. So if you are a Patreon member and you have your coupon code, yes, you can use it. I posted that very late last night and I don't know how many people saw it. It was like 9:30 last night. I don't know why I was still awake. But yes, you can use your Patreon code. If you're not a Patreon member, you can join. And if you don't want to do that, you can join our sew along. And if you just want to hang out with us on New Year's, you have so many choices. You are all allowed to do whatever you want. That's it. So, do we have any more questions? We got lots of comments here. Oh, and Connie likes my shirt. This is my Christmas outfit. I got my Christmas earrings and my Christmas shirt. I bought it and I forgot about it until this morning. So, yeah. And yes, I'm going away this weekend, but I will be back. Barb will be shipping orders. And wow, before you know it, we got 10 days. We have 10 days till Christmas. The prices in the newsletter for Cork Club, was that for the year or monthly? So the prices that are in the newsletter are just pulled, like it's pulled off of the listing. If you click on the listing, it will give you the 3 options. So I don't know exactly what price it was showing, but you would want to go to the website to double check. Um, which needle size do you use with cork? 9014 Microtex, favorite needle, always. Pat still loves my hair. Thank you. I have to get my roots done when I get back. If any of this does not make sense, just send me an email. It is the best way to get a hold of me, and I will answer any questions that I can. And if you go to the website, a lot of the questions you have are already answered there. Are we here next week? Yes. Next week is, what is next week? The 22nd. So yes, Barb and I will be back. Um, Chili said it's 10:40 or 11:40. I gotta go. Yes, we will be here next week, and I think next week we will do things that I would or would not buy again. I have a list going. So Shelly is yelling at me. I have customers coming, so I have to go. Thank you for joining me and enjoy this frantic craziness. I will see you guys next Friday, and stay tuned for more cork and more posts. I have more things to show you guys. All right, bye.